Hello, my lovely Virgos. Welcome to your November 2019 reading. This is a general reading for you, Virgo. It is a reading for Virgo sun, rising and moon sign. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. So have a listen to those as well. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a private reading from there that's going to be specific to you. I'd love to thank you for your support of my channel. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing and for commenting on my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell, so that you will know when I am posting new videos and you'll be one of the first to see them. So thank you very much for all your support. Let's have a look at what's going on with you for the month of November, my lovely Virgos. I feel that you're really stepping into your stride. My guides tell me you're stepping into your stride. Things are just starting to turn a corner where you are really, things are falling into place and you're feeling really confident about the future. You're feeling really confident about the direction you're taking. You're feeling really confident about the plans that you've made or are making. Found what you're laying out for you to move forward into the future. But you're also feeling really confident. I want to say to you, which one of you, and this is not going to be for all of you, it's going to be for some of you, but I feel that there's a change in direction here. There's a pursuit of your passion. You're enthusiastic about something. So what is that? What are these new plans that you're laying down, that you're wanting to pursue? But you're coming across in November as being really confident. That's what you're exuding, and that's got to come from within. That's got to come from within, this confidence and this renewed passion, I want to say, of the direction that you're taking and what you're going to undertake. What plans are you laying? I also want to say to some of you who's new that's come into your life that has triggered this feeling of you can achieve anything, you can do anything, and we can. It's a matter of believing that. But there's some, some of you have met somebody new, and that can be a significant other, a life partner, soulmates come in many different forms. But it can also be a very good friend, some connection that you've made with someone that you know is a connection that goes beyond what is seen in the physical reality. There's a spiritual sort of connection there, I want to say. And that's really good. And that's really good. Come November, and there is a passage out of difficult times. You are moving from a difficult situation to calmer waters, if you like, to a better situation, to things improving. And this transition that, and it's been, over rough waters, has been months in the coming for some of you. I feel like it's been quite a journey to get you where you are. But you are in November going to feel that there is a greater calmness, a more direct direction of where you're going. Direct direction. You know where you're going. You are moving into a calmer times when things are going to start working for you, and that transition that you've experienced, that's been divinely guided. There's nothing that's happened that wasn't meant to happen for you to be learning about yourself, about your inner workings, about your strengths, about your weaknesses, about what is buried deep down that needs to come up and be released. And so that's all part of this journey that you've been on. And I feel like you are finally getting to the other side. You are getting to where things are going to start falling into place for you. Things are going to start working out for you. I really, really like that, because this is what's crossing it, the sun, and that's telling me that it is going. You're going to arrive in November. You're going to feel so much better. Anything you want to do is going to have really positive results, positive. Positive outcomes, positive outcomes. So don't be afraid of what it is you plan or what it is you want to do, but it's also about having the courage to do it, having the courage to step out, having the courage to make a difference in your life, having the courage to bring in what you're wanting in your life, because I feel like that's all you're being divinely guided towards this. This is what is the culmination of everything you've been through, moving towards this end result here that's going to show itself in November. I really like that. That's going to have a really positive effect. And you've also got the Prince of Pentacles here, and that's like the Knight of Pentacles, where you're moving forward, you're grounded. You're feeling grounded. You're moving forward. This is your suit. You're moving forward in your plans. You're grounded. You're positive. It's now time to take action. It's now time to move forward. It's now time to bring the changes that you've always wanted into your life. Are you brave enough to do it? Are you brave enough to release the past and move on to a new future? Because this is the month. This is for you, the transition month. This is the transition month. This is the month of you going forward, taking action, putting into action everything that you've always wanted to achieve and to bring into reality. I really like it. I really, really like it, because the outcome of that is going to be the Empress. So what form is that going to take for you? New job, promotion, move of house. Some of you are going to be signing some legal documents. There's going to be legal settlements for some of you as well. And it's then you're able to move forward. And who's having a baby too? There's a birth of a child for some of you in the family, in that circle of family. It's about you creating and bringing into reality your plans. What are you planning? What are you going to bring into your reality? There's an increase in finances, an increase in abundance, an increase in positive moves towards change in your life, whatever form that takes for you. But there is positive change. There is change. There's new love coming. There's new love for some of you. There's birth of a new child for some of you. There's the launching of a new business or a new product within your business, or I feel like, advertising or social media or however you get your business out there, it's going to start bringing in the rewards, bringing in the abundance that you're seeking. And I really, really like that, because that's coupled with the Nine of Pentacles. And to me, the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles sit side by side. They sit side by side. The Nine of Pentacles is all the abundance coming to you. So November's going to be quite a great month for you. It's going to be you reaping the benefits of your changes, reaping the benefits of what you've been through, the transition time, a culmination of everything you've learned. For some of you, it's completion of study and moving into something that's going to be really financially sound and good for you, making changes in your life to bring in the abundance that you are seeking. And that's abundance and happiness and health and, all of those positive things. There's going to be a tremendous shift. So don't be afraid what goals you set. Don't be afraid of what it is you want to achieve or how you want to do it, or in whichever means. If you are stepping away from the corporate world and into a business of your own where you're working from home, or you are your own boss, that's going to really see results for you. So take that step. Take that plunge. Do that. For some of you where your work environment isn't there for you anymore, it's not supportive of you anymore, time to release that. Well, don't be afraid to release it, because there's other things there waiting for you. For some of you, there's this new learning, new study coming up for you too, which will be instigated in November. Plans are being laid down for that in November, which I really like. As we proceed through November, my lovely Virgos, there is celebrations coming up for you. There's celebrations of something that you've achieved, something that you've done, and you've done it well, and you're going to start seeing results. There's going to be an appreciation for what it is you've achieved and what you've done. And a lot of that's going to come from you. There's this, I've done well with something. I've done well with that. I've done well with my life. I've done well with this transition of coming from where I have been to where I'm going. Things are starting to fall into place in my life. So I feel like there's this real sense of celebration coming through in November, which is quite a dynamic month. It's, you know, with the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles and the Sun, you know, you really are able to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. It's a really powerful energy. This really strong energy seems to be something that's coming through for quite a few signs this month. It seems to be that the planets have aligned. There's this astral energy coming through to recharge us, to give you this injection of positiveness, of anything is achievable, of realizing your dreams and bringing them into reality. That's certainly something that's coming about for you here, and that is really denoted here in this card with, you know, the Four of Wands. It is celebration. For some of you, it's a wedding. It's a celebration of a union. And that can be a union in business as well, but in romance, the life partner as well. And if you're already in a relationship, it's the strengthening of those bonds. Is there an anniversary or the birth of a child coming up? There's some sort of celebration here, but there's also a celebration if you're working for a corporation or a large company. There's a celebration of your success within that company. Your efforts are being rewarded. Your efforts are being rewarded. So don't be afraid in November to dream, to plan. Set yourself new goals. That's really important. Don't rest on your laurels of what you've achieved. Set yourself new goals. Where do you want to go to from here? Where to from here? Set your goals. Set your ambitions. It doesn't matter what you set, it doesn't matter what goals you want to achieve, they are achievable, and in 2020 they will also start to unfold. If you don't make any goals, then there's nothing there for you to give you direction, and direction is important. Focused energy, focused thought, focused insight, really working towards what you want to achieve and where you want to be, because that energy is really going to pull you across. Don't allow your fears to take over. Don't allow, well, you know, it's not worked out in the past. I've had difficulty in the past. It's been really hard for me. My life is really hard. There's nothing easy about my life. That sort of self-talk keeps you in that energy. It keeps you in that lower vibration. And what we want to do is leave that behind so that you can vibrate on a positive self-talk, on a positive note, on a positive level, and that propels you to achieve what you want to achieve. So, you know, this is in the position of your fears. And it's the Ten of Swords, you know, your hopes and fears. The Ten of Swords to me is the completion, the ending of difficult times. It's about changing your attitude, changing the way you perceive things, rather than making them, you know, these swords sticking in your back that are keeping you pinned to the ground, that are keeping you immobile, that hurt and there's betrayal and there's sadness and there's regret and, you know, all the guilt and all those emotions that are going to keep you down. Rather than that, use those swords as a way of learning, as a way of, this is the completion of all of that, and you can move forward with what you have learned and use that as newfound knowledge, as newfound wisdom, turning your attitude around to a positive note and saying, well, anything can be achieved, because this shows a completion of difficult times, a completion of difficulties. You've done that. You've done your time. There's a completion of difficulties. Leave those behind and take with you what you have learned from it. It's helped you to understand what it is you want as opposed to what it is you don't want. So use that energy for you, moving you forward. It's a real month of forward motion. It's a real month of forward movement, of things falling into place for you. You develop this confidence around you. There's just this really strong confidence and abundance coming in around you, good things coming your way. Your final card is the Hermit, and this Hermit reminds you by the end of November, okay, a lot's happening in November, so let's take some time out. Let's reflect, go within, go for walks, process. When you journey inward and shine that light inward, things become clearer, things become clear. Things don't happen to us on an external. They come from within. Heal within, and what's going on in your reality will also change. And it's about understanding that so that you have clarity of thought, clarity of vision. You're going to need that clarity for December, which is going to set the scene, set the tone for 2020. So that clarity, and you've got the moon there, and the moon is about working with your shadow self. Working with your shadow self. Delving deep, what's holding you back? What behaviors do you want to need to change? What attitudes do you need to change? What cycles do you need to break? What thought patterns and self-talk do you need to change? Be aware of that. So it's about, the last week of November is about self-work, self-talk, really analysing where you're going and get that really strong direction, which is going to be really important for you, my Virgos. Let's see what the angels have to say. It's a really action-packed sort of month for you. Absolutely. There we go. Angel of claircognizance. Angel of claircognizance. And that to me is, claircognizance is knowing. It's that inner knowing. It's that, you know, when you say something or something, you know, you give a bit of advice or you have an inspirational thought, you think, wow, where did that come from? That's claircognizance. That's how the angels speak to us and give you this knowing. And it can come through dreams. It can come through just thoughts that come to your mind. Inspiration, where that little light bulb goes on. So that's going to be happening for you in November. So pay attention. That inner knowing, you're going to know. You're going to have this sense of, I need to do this and I need to do that, and that's how I need to do it. And it might defy logic, but follow your gut because it will never lead you astray. So let's have a look. Oh, that one came out quickly. The angels of abundance. Let's have a look at your financials. God is your source. God, the universe, the divine, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's have a look. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. So don't be sort of put off by the word God, if that's, you know, it's source, the universe, your guides, your tribe, whatever you want to call it. It all comes from the same place. And your faith opens the doorway to receive. And that's it. You're traveling down this passageway, this door of, you know, receiving what is meant to be yours. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. And so that is really very much what's coming in for you in November. So if you have these limiting thoughts, they are with you. That's what you need to overcome. Setting yourself those limits. Oh, well, I can't do that. Oh, that's going to be impossible. Listen to you, the way you're speaking to yourself, because that's just so important. Cards are just falling out for you. This is your heart chakra. What I've been saying, believe and succeed. It's all about belief. It's about self-belief. It's about belief in the divine. It's about belief in your inner guidance, the possibilities and potentials. What do you want to put into action? What is it that you want to do? What do you want to create? It's all about self-belief. Believe and succeed. What more can I say? I wish you many, many blessings, my lovely Virgos, for the month of November. If you would like to book a private reading, follow the link below to my website and book a private reading with me from there, which is going to be specific to you. Love and light, and many blessings to you.